Hi, this is Steven, the Petman for BigApplePetSupply.com, bringing intelligent pet products to your door. So today I want to talk about this increasingly large number of bulbs that Exo Terra has put out, and there's a lot of confusion. So I'm going to start with their newest bulbs and kind of go through and tell you what I think about them and how you might use them. So one of the things that Exo Terra came out with is this natural light ion bulb. Now, supposedly this bulb is supposed to reduce odors and purify the air. My opinion on these things is not great. I'm also not sure about titanium dioxide. There's some controversy to it. So, in my opinion, this one's out. Okay, so the next one we have, and again, other than that one that just got tossed out, they all come in 13 watt and 26 watt. So the 13 watt is a substantially smaller bulb than the 26 watt. So the 13 watt will fit into mini domes, the 26 watt will fit into the larger 10-inch deep domes. Now, this bulb is called natural light, and the only difference that I can discern, because it doesn't have UVB, they kind of made it into their like 2.0 compact, but it doesn't have UVB, it has UVA. And they basically have an intensity, a lot of lumens. So this is a very, very bright bulb, but to me, this is nothing more than a hardware store bulb. Gone. That solves that. Then they came out with this other SKU count, another one, which is basically, again, they're calling this Reptile Vision, and it stimulates breeding. I don't know about that. All I know is I'm looking at the lumens count, and again, very much like a hardware store bulb, a UVA, no UVB. To me, go to the hardware store bulb. Sorry. Goodbye for that. So, now we're down to really these bulbs. And I kind of understand this because what I want you to think about is the old kind of 5.0, 8.0, and 10.0 bulb that they used to have. They now created this line of 100, 150, and 200. But I want you to toss everything out as far as what you knew about how to use these bulbs, because it's very, very confusing. What I like to do it is size-based. If you have an enclosure that's 12 inches high and your reptile is going to be really close to the bulb, you're probably going to go with this 100. Now, whether you want to go with the 13 watt or the 26 watt, it really depends on how much UV. Basically, you've got 45 at 4 inches and 65. That's microwatts of UVB. Now, what does that mean? On a strong, sunny day in the United States, maybe in the middle of this country, you're going to get 150 microwatts if you were sitting outside and getting a tan. So, this is about a third of that. Very safe, no real issues with that. But if your reptile's going to be really close, I'd go with the 100. If your reptile's going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of an 18-inch high cage, I would go with this 150, because now you're at 195 and 115 microwatts if they're 4 inches. Once you go to 8 inches, it drops quite a bit at 60 and 50 microwatts. So again, if you're in an 18-inch high cage, I would probably go with this. And then finally, their UVB 200, which is the strongest. And this goes to 225 and 130 at 4 inches. Now, I would actually have a problem at 4 inches with this bulb. At 225, that's a lot of UV coming on your animal if they're up there a lot. So, if they're about 8 inches away and maybe an 18 to 24 inch high enclosure, this is the bulb to get. This is also the bulb to get if you probably have a bearded dragon or other high UVB needing reptile. So basically, that's the line that I would, those other ones are gone. So think about this as your choices if you're going with an Exo Terra bulb. And again, to think about it in the easiest terms, 12-inch enclosure, 18-inch high enclosure, 24-inch high enclosure. You can go with this on an 18-inch high enclosure if you have a high UVB needing animal like a bearded dragon. I'm Steven, the Petman. You can find all these bulbs at BigApplePetSupply.com in our lighting section under Reptile Supplies. Thanks for watching.